Greetings, Earthlings, kitty cats. How are you? Flying peas. Welcome to Wednesday live QIGONG with yours truly, Aviva. Thank you so much for being here. Olive Fife. Let's get some mood lighting. I love life as you love life. I honor your deepest creation in this life, and I encourage you to love yourself and be yourself for the highest good. Does that strike a chord with you in a good way? I'm learning some new chords. This is an E flat minor 7. Isn't that pretty? This is an E minor 7. E flat minor 7. A minor 7. A flat minor 7. A minor 7. G minor 7. F6. And why am I doing this? Because to get out of these feedback loops, one way is to just learn a new chord. Learn a new chord. Don't be stuck in the same patterns. And so what does that mean? Your body is an instrument. Your body is completely an instrument. And you can learn a new chord for your body every single day. You can learn how to play your strings with a different harmonic every single day. Pay attention to your breath. Pay attention to your heartbeats. What is this point right in here? Can you play that chord? Can you carve a deeper connection to that chord? What about this side? All right, whenever you are ready, share your intention for class today and your name. My name is Aviva, and my intention is to be here for you today and to explore how to get out of that hamster wheel, how to get out of the feedback loops that we get stuck in mentally, physically, emotionally. What are we talking about here? We are talking about something that stimulates you, something that gives you pleasure. And so you seek it over and over again. You seek to mimic it again. You say, oh, that felt good. I'm going to do it again. Now, that in essence isn't necessarily a bad thing. Okay, let me turn this heat off. Right? I mean, we have needs. We need to fulfill them. And part of fulfilling needs, it does help you get out of that feedback loop. Like if you, like anything healthy that you feed yourself can get you out of an unhealthy feedback loop. If you are enjoying sugar and you're just like, you can't stop eating the jelly beans or the gummy bears, like until you're at the bottom of the pack. It's like one of the only ways to stop eating gummy bears is to eat something else. Start eating carrot sticks, start eating celery sticks, start eating arugula, start eating an apple. And then your body is like, oh, I'm getting more nutrition from this. Okay, this is probably better for me. I'm going to put the gummy bears down. If you're having a toxic relationship and you're constantly fighting with someone, then call someone that you don't fight with, that is just understanding and loving, And then you're getting out of that feedback loop of whatever that toxic exchange was with the other person. You're leaving that room, you're leaving that dimension and going into a different dimension. If you're stuck in a feedback loop of, I don't know, criticizing yourself, comparing yourself with others over and over again, and you might say, well, that doesn't feel good. Well, I guess it might feel good if you decide that you're better than that person, if you're always competing with them and comparing yourself with them. So, how do you get out of that? Just like step out of that and go into creation mode, go into the mode where like only you can express you, nobody else can. So, there's no competition. So, that's kind of what we are going to be focusing on today, the feedback loop. Um, of getting feedback. Like literally, like I don't know if anyone is watching right now, so I'm not getting feedback. Nobody's commenting, and that's okay. I don't need it. I'm not stuck in a feedback loop. I'm here. Hey, Richard. I'm here you know, to share this, whether you guys are here or not, because that's what I feel led to do. And I do appreciate that feedback, Richard. So we're going to dive into that, and we're just going to explore all kinds of different ways to get out of the feedback loop and also share, hey, we're just going to share, you know, some different ways to get out of that hamster wheel, some different ways to get out of the need for one stimulation because you think that's what you want, and then going into those other perhaps more wholesome stimulation, perhaps, some more of our primal need. I was hoping my kitty cat would be meowing it over and over again so that I could be like, that is a perfect example of the feedback loop. It is this animal inside of you that will not shut up until you give it food or let it outside, or give it what it's asking for. So, um, just keep in mind that you can also nurture that meow, 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 because sometimes my kitty cat will meow over and over again. But if I start singing to her, she'll just be like, oh, and that's the same thing that you can do to yourself in the feedback loops within. Yes, I have a ukulele. I'll play you my new chord in a minute. And you're like meowing, 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 but you think you have to feed it with alcohol or gummy bears or sharing a nude picture with someone. I don't know what y'all are doing out there, but sometimes, you just like are reaching for attention and stimulation when you can literally sing to yourself and just love yourself and cuddle with yourself, like that kitty cat might meow meow, and because it thinks it just wants food because it's stuck in that literally a feedback loop, like feed me right now. But then it feels the love from the singing, and the vibrational change actually helps to get you out of that meow, 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 meow. All right. So, any intentions that you all want to share with me? I will share my new chord that I'm learning. And this is a metaphor that if you're stuck in a feedback loop, reach out for education, reach out for learning. When you're constantly learning something new, then you can't be stuck in a feedback loop of a hamster wheel because you're stretching yourself. That's why working out every day is so good for you. It's like you're pushing yourself to another limit. You're climbing another mountain. And the more you push yourself to experience a new vibration, the less you'll be stuck in an addiction. All right. So this is my E flat minor 7. Pretty cool, huh? And I learned that if you play nothing, You're playing an A minor 7. And then we've got an F6, which I just learned, which is like this. And we've got a G minor 7, which is like that. Kitty cat loves when I play ukulele. Like literally she'll be meow, meow, meowing, and then I'll be like, and then she'll be like, all right, more of that later. Or join me at Golden Drops this Saturday, and I'll play you the song that has all those chords in it. It's a jazz, an old jazz standard. Maybe you can guess what it is. Yay. So yes, music, even just playing music can get you out of a feedback loop of, I need this food, I need this attention, whatever it is that you're reaching for that's disappointing you because I don't have enough money, I don't have enough love, I don't have enough sex, whatever it is, like you're like thinking you're not enough in, I don't have enough whatever. It's like you have a beautiful gift inside, you can express it, you have creative energy, you have everything you need. All the answers are within. So, anyone else want to share an intention for class today? What do you need today? And then we'll jump right in and do some exercises that help. All Tai Chi, all Qigong really does help with feedback loop issues. The thing is ultimately, we're not here to control people. You know, if they're not giving you what you want, that can feel like a feedback loop. Constantly wanting something from someone. Like, no. We're here to, we each individually, like, we come into this world, you know, by ourselves in a way, and we leave this world by ourselves in a way. And we are here to learn our individual lessons that don't have to do with anyone else. And so, how do you stay focused on your cosmic journey when you're deciding that someone else needs to fulfill something that you're desiring? I'm gonna close this door over here. All right. Well, I don't see any intentions, so we're just going to go ahead and breathe in our intentions. Feel free to continue to share. Release anything in the way. Breathe in your intentions. You want to say hi, kitty cat? Meow, meow. She says hi. Release anything you don't need. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in intentions. Release anything you don't need. Release the feedback loops. Breathe in the real nurturing, the real nourishment. Release the junk food, the junk media. Yeah, we didn't even talk about social media feedback loops. Breathe in the nutrition. Release the junk stimulations. Breathe in the deep, nourishing, stimulating nourishment. And release whatever you don't need. Mr. Mustachio, being fresh as usual. Speaking of keeping the mind fresh. I kind of want to jump into standing up here, do a few exercises, and then maybe we'll do some more brain exercises about what a feedback loop is, but generally, it is like a whirlpool. It is like, you know, a weak muscle that needs to work out and do some mental exercising. So, we're going to jump on that trampoline together as we do some Tai Chi. All right, penguin chair is moving. Kitty cat, do you want to say hi to everyone? I think you do. You're so sweet, baby. She's so sweet. She just wants to hang out outside with me. But we can't hang out outside because we're teaching a class. You want to say hi? Oh, she's so soft and cute. Ah, can't stand it. All right. I'm going to take my socks off so I can feel the ground a little bit better, and hopefully we'll have time to do a foot massage, because foot massages get us out of so many feedback loops. Okay, so we're standing on our chi mat if you've got one, and we're just going to relax the wrists as they float up. Thanks for the thumbs up. And down. And we're going to do some Tai Chi moves to start today, like just kind of opening the door, a little warm up here. Relaxing those toes. Constant motion. All right, and let's stretch from side to side. Breathing in. So it's really good to think about feedback loops as a broken record, literally, a skipping record that's saying something mean to you. All addictions, from cocaine to sugar to meth, even cannabis can be an addiction in this way. It depends on your intention. Says, well, I don't have this. I'm not good enough for this. So I'm just going to indulge in this and get my stimulation this way, even though you might really want it in another way. Okay. And let's explore a step with a separating motion with the hands, where you're stepping and twisting and separating the hands, pushing them in the opposite direction, relaxing the fingers back and forth. Getting a nice horse stance. Parting the horse's mane. Which is why learning something new gets you out of that feedback loop, because it gets you to enjoy yourself and love yourself and realize, oh, I'm capable of this. I can do this. I can do something I've never done before. And so that gives you a sense of esteem, a sense of courage. Like, wow, I did this. I did something new. I conquered something. And that feeling alone can get you out of that broken record of, I just need to stimulate myself because I'm not good enough. And it's hard to admit it, but you know, if you're like, I'm not a texter, right? If you're one of those people that freaks out because someone didn't text you back, you might need to look at whatever your broken record is. Like, I see texting as like a cherry on top. Like, if I have a friend, like, we're communicating in real ways. We're seeing each other, we're talking on the phone. Texting is just a cherry on top. It's meaningless in a way, and it can be a distraction. So if you're like, I just want that person to text me, blah, 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 blah. It's like, come on. What are you not feeding yourself that you really want to be fed in that way? Like, how can you feed yourself some solid nutrition? Because texting has no minerals. Okay, let's do some blooms. Feel the roots into the ground. Bring your hands down towards the knees and then just let your flower bloom. And it can be low or high. I mean, being seen and being heard can have some very PTSD ish connections to past traumas. Like, there are some very serious ways that not being seen and not being heard can threaten your life. So, if you're not dealing with that past trauma and you're stuck in a feedback loop of constantly feeling not seen and not heard by the people that you surround yourself with, then there might be something inside of you that has a need to fix a past not being seen and heard. And so you can't release enough to to be around people who literally see you and hear you. That might feel boring to you. And so you push it away instead of realize this is love. This is really valuable. These people see me. Instead, you might enjoy the struggle of getting someone who's never going to see you to try to see you, whether it's your boss or a lover or whatever. Because in the past, you didn't feel seen and you haven't resolved that yet. That's what matrix therapy helps with. We're blooming flowers now, and we see ourselves and we feel ourselves opening up. In the forest, the energy is flowing through us and nurturing us in so many ways. Okay, this is a really, really amazing analogy, also. A feedback loop feels like the most important thing in the world because of your broken record, because of your survival needs, right? It's like, if I don't get this, that's why addictions are so hard to break, because you have that survival need and you connect it to the addiction and you think, if I don't get that crack right now, I'm gonna die. And that's why people kill for stuff, because they feel their life is threatened on some level, because psychologically it was on some level, right? So it feels like the most important thing in the world, but the truth is that it's such a little part of your being. Like, that addiction is like a swirl in the middle of an ocean, and you are the ocean. And so if you do a discipline like qigong, like meditation, like exercise, if you have good habits daily, then what you're literally doing is flushing those feedback loops down the toilet. because all the water, all the spirit energy, all the life energy is flowing through you so much that it literally just flushes away bad thoughts. It flushes away feedback loops. It flushes away the feeling that you're not good enough. It flushes away bad habits because there's so much good flow in the qigong, and it's just literally washing away. It's like a shower. It's like an energetic shower, washing away the destructive thoughts, the destructive vibrations, because you're just filled with so many good vibrations and loving vibrations and connected vibrations. Hmm. All right, let's shake it out. And let's do a couple of chi walking steps where your wrists are floating and gliding back and forth, lifting one foot and gliding the energy all the way to the right, then lifting the other one. And really wait until the very last moment to lift the foot that is lifting. Feel like it's almost just rising by itself, like dewdrops evaporating off of grass. The thing is you're fine. You are fine. You are okay. Nobody else can put out your fire but you. It's like my song Fire. Like if someone burns me, my fire just gets higher. We are stoking the fire together. Just like I constantly have access to water, I constantly have access to fire. I can flush away the toxins or I can burn them away. Just move. Just just get it moving in you. Breath. The air you breathe is another way to flush out those destructive thoughts. Breath therapy. Breathe as deep as you can. Thank you for paying attention to your bodies, your instruments. Thank you for learning how to play some new chords today with me. We've got an ad coming up, so stick around. Okay. Let's go ahead and shake it out. And we're going to do a stretch for our hands. Yay! Thanks for being here, Seth. We are going to do my favorite stretch for carpal tunnel to help with the wrists, which I really need to do every single day because of all my ukulele playing. So all we do is we bend the knees a little bit and we stretch the hands up. Now we don't want the hands to be back, just actually slightly forward. And the fingers are pointing towards the ceiling, and you're just breathing into that and grounding onto the ground. And you should just feel this opening in your wrist area and your hands, like especially like when they get sore here, like all that is just kind of opening up. Wow, that feels so good. And literally drinking water helps you get out of feedback loops. A lot of times, even when you think you're hungry, you're actually thirsty. Hey, cutie pie. You want to join us? Okay, let's shake it out. We're going to do it again in a moment, but we're going to do the bubble first. Bend the knees. Grab an imaginary bubble. Bring your hands slowly towards each other. Feel the energy pushing the hands away from each other. And then slowly bring this bubble up. Hi, branches. All right, we've got an intention. Branches' intent is to be ecstatic and smooth. And now we're going to push the hands higher and higher. Notice how this feels in your upper back. The theme today is feedback loops, addictions, being obsessive about things, not being able to like being completely derailed because you're not getting what you want from someone or something and you're waiting for it and you're obsessing over it. You're like, when's it going to come? When's it going to come? Or you're constantly like, you can't stop eating potato chips or gummy bears or whatever. Or you can't stop thinking, this person doesn't like me, or I'm not good enough, or I don't like this person, whatever it is. I talked a bunch about it in the beginning, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. But if you want to get into that, then definitely watch this video from the beginning after we're done streaming. Keep pushing. But basically, it's like a kitty cat meow, meow, meowing until you feed her. Because you have a part of you that needs to be fed. And it's going to be like meow, 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 meow. And the addiction shuts up the meow, basically. The addiction is like, I'm just going to make you be quiet. I'm just going to push you far away from my consciousness by satisfying and overstimulating the body. Whereas, like, the nutrition can stop the meowing in a good way. Like, oh, I'm getting a good meal. Okay. Now I don't need an addiction because I'm deeply nourished. I'm deeply seen. I'm deeply heard. I'm deeply loved. I don't need something on the surface because I have it deeper. The vibration deep within me is so harmonic that I don't need to entertain destructive energy. All right, another stretch for the wrists. Fingers back. It's kind of like, seriously metaphorical, like a feral cat getting house trained in a way. It's like the safer you feel inside, the less you'll look outside for everything else. It's like the safer the kitty cat feels inside, they might have a less of a need to be outside all the time because they realize, okay, it's not so bad inside after all. That's like you. If you're looking for external stimulation all the time, you might not feel comfortable in your own house. You might need to make that space safer for you. You might have to have kinder thoughts about yourself. You might have to dig through some of the crap and get the clutter out of that heart. Thanks for the thumbs up. Because it might feel bad on the surface, so you might be like, "Ugh, I'm gonna judge this book by its cover. I don't want to go inside. I don't like the way the cover looks." But like once you get through the clutter, you realize, oh, well, in the core, I'm a really awesome person. It was just all this stuff on the surface that stuck to me like fly tape that was other people's crap. And that's what I didn't want to look at. I do want to look at me. I don't want to look at other people crapping on me. And release, wrists up and down. Good. Let's shake it out. Addiction. What organs in the body have a lot to do with addiction? I think the liver, gallbladder. The gallbladder really is connected to the cognitive stuff and the heart. We're going to focus on heart, liver stuff. Well, before we even do that, sorry, I had a bunch of celery and that always gets caught in my teeth. Let's just do the plain old digestion mudra. Index to thumb, ring to thumb. Let's digest what's in our abdominal space, our animal brain. I love that, branches. I love vanilla. That's connected to a sensual emotion for me. Man, how many orchids need to be harvested, though, for 1 gallon of vanilla ice cream? Feel that confidence, feel the courage. Okay, since we're talking about digestion here, I must bring up another point. Earlier, I was saying, okay, if you're stuck in the feedback loop of sugar addiction, go eat some arugula, go eat some watercress, go eat some carrots, like go eat an apple, get out of that high fructose corn syrup seduction. Seduce yourself with some real nourishment. But you might need some serious like surgery to get out of craving sugar. Besides not having sugar for 2 weeks, you might need some enzymes. You might need some enzymatic action. What is enzymatic action? Enzymes are catalysts that break down those little destructive faces. I don't know what emoji it is. Maybe this one. I don't know. That is telling you, gimme, 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 gimme more, 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 more sugar, more chips, more chips, more chips, more crack, whatever it is. So when you take enzymes, like literally like physical enzymes, and pineapple actually has a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables already have the enzymes in it. But there's this one company called Enzymatica that makes amazing enzyme blends. And if you have that first thing in the morning, that'll really help you with the feedback loop. An hour before you eat anything, those enzymes are in there decluttering your cravings, getting you to think right, for real. And then qigong is enzymatic action for like your energy. Like you have real physical protein molecules in your body that are causing you to have physical addictions. And those can be broken down with physical enzymes. And then you've got just as real energetic, destructive black holes in your body that can be treated with the qi enzymatic gong, the tai chi, moving that energy, breaking it down, unchaining yourself mentally, because you've got these mental chains. That's like a feedback loop. Having a clarity conversation, being able to express yourself, being able to process, getting that antiviral software for you, being able to reprogram your thoughts, being able to empty that trash. Just like you have to take time to learn a song on your instrument and you have to practice the song in your heart, you need to be practicing that too, because you forget it. And if sing it again and you decide to practice that song again, then you remember, oh yeah, that's my song. That's my missing link. I don't have to be a broken record. I can sing my full song. So that's exactly what it is. When you're in a feedback loop, you're literally just playing one part of the song over and over again. Maybe that's why we like the DJ stuff when they do that, because it's like reflecting what is really going on, like this broken record's subconscious script. It's like, oh yeah, that's a familiar pattern because that's what I'm doing. I'm in this loophole. I'm in this feedback loop. Instead of singing my whole song from beginning to end beautifully and powerfully. All right, let's shake it out. Let's do the liver mudra real quick. Thumb to the middle and ring. And we're going to do these 2 points on the back of the head. In a moment, some acupressure points. Enjoy the connection to your liver gallbladder energy with this mudra. Feel the tenderness of the connection between all of your fingers. Broccoli is the best. Probably any food with a Fibonacci spiral in it, like cabbage, if you cut it up, sometimes it has it, and cauliflower and broccoli, even though a lot of that's been genetically altered or breeded. And seeds, eating a lot of seeds. Those pumpkin seeds, talk about breaking feedback loops. They kill parasites. They've got zinc. Do I have any pumpkin seeds? I don't think I do. Pistachio nuts are awesome too. I have some of those. All right, let's shake that out. We're going to do the deer. So, oh wait, before that, we're going to do the acupressure points. So, like, just a little bit in from the ear, like at the base of the skull. Yeah, we're going to do those points. We're going to press gently. Hey, board 24/7. Oh, 24/7. I was thinking 247, but it was like I'm bored 24/7. Clever. Well, I'm here now. Thanks for not missing me. Hopefully, you're not bored anymore. Being bored is a feedback loop, by the way. That's what we're talking about today. It's hard to be bored when you're feeling deep nourishment. And I don't know. How many years has it been? Oh, this feels so good. Just activating that board 24/7 points in your head. Mm. So were you the one that was at the Airbnb the other day under a different name? I still don't know who that was. Ah. Oh, wow. Extract that negative vibration in that channel right there. Yeah, envy. Okay, so that's a really good point. Like feedback loops and different greed energies, like envy, also take away from the deep nourishment that you're capable of having. It's like when you're jealous of other people, then you can't feel love. You can't feel the nourishment of love. When you feel like you want other people's money or other people's fame or other people's power, then you can't feel the nourishment of your own power. It like takes from you. It empties you. It doesn't fill you up to have those greeds. All right. Whew, man. We're gonna wash our hair. Just bring in the energy over the head. Feeling that relaxation down your neck. And now we're going to explore something really tender. And that is just gently finding these acupressure points. Be real tender because you've got, the veins and the arteries and stuff, but like just find the muscle there real gently. Let's do it in the back of the neck, finding the muscle and kind of pressing forward. Really good lymph cleanser. Very good. I'm gonna step away from the screen for a minute. Massaging is like finally getting what you need sometimes, like finally releasing that muscle that's been tense, finally getting that splinter out of you. All right. All right, we're gonna do the tiger's a good idea. You might need to do that. Let's do the deer. Let's do some more liver stuff. So you've got your antlers here. You're gonna lift that left heel, bending both knees. You're gonna raise the hands, jump up on that foot or lift that foot, and then slowly come down. I'm gonna go side to side. I think these are called the devil's horns because these are some liver gallbladder points. Moosh. Mm. Mm. All right, we're gonna go into the crane. Y'all ready? All right, we're going to bring the knee up, open up the wings, then come down and cross the wrists. This is your heart, small intestine energy. This is one of the best moves you can do to get out of a feedback loop because literally it's like you're flying above it. but also the heart and the small intestine are most responsible for receiving nourishment. So when you are stimulating yourself, you are very often you think that the nourishment's not available to you, but the truth is that you are not being receptive to the nourishment. You're pushing it away, you're rejecting it. Patrick! Oh, maybe Cash App next time? I don't know if YouTube can be maybe sketchy. I'm so sorry. I really appreciate that. Do you have Cash App? My Cash App is and then I have Venmo. And thank you for reminding me. I really should be letting people know about that in the beginning of class. Do you think maybe I went to someone else's channel by mistake? Were you watching another Qigong video? I really appreciate it. Oh, maybe. If I'm still alive. I appreciate it. It wasn't an interruption. It was a reminder for me to be like, hey, if anyone wants to donate, this is how you do it. We are filling our heart spaces with the crane. Do one crane before you go back to work. All right, now we're going to go the other direction. We're going to cross the wrist as you raise the knee and then spread your arms as your foot comes down. So, the other way to get out of feedback loops is to find the missing link. Find the connection. Find your roots. You can literally get down on your knees, pray, connect with spirit, ask your ancestors for help. And that energy is like a wellspring of energy that washes away a lot of the need for stimulation, a lot of the pain that is crying out for stimulation when it really needs nourishment and deserves nourishment and deserves stability, deserves love. All right, so another one for the heart. You're gonna keep the arms up and you're going to stretch back and forward. Remember, you might wash the energy through you. You might feel the cleanse of the qigong and the meditation, but if you don't release, that's like, what's the point? It's like you filled the whole bathtub with water and the dirt and you didn't drain it. So make sure you're releasing, like breathing out, like emoting, oh, get it out of you. And that's when you really cleanse. Stop thinking those negative thoughts about you and others. Okay, shake it out. All right, we're going to do the tiger now. So the tiger is for the lungs and the large intestines, also amazing organs for cleansing. All right. That's the tiger. Opening up every part of you. Hissing. Wide legs, knees bending. A couple more times. Get it out. Couple more times. Last time. Do a little tantrum, jumping up and down. Get it out of you. All right. Any questions so far? YouTube is doing weird things to me. I see like views from my videos going down and stuff. Very strange. L'homme noir, très bizarre. All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and rotate the ankles. Connect with the ground. And the other direction. Oh, look, my subscriber went down. I just lost one subscriber. See? YouTube is so weird. Anyway, I'm also grateful for YouTube that you're allowing me to do this. But you're playing some very weird games in this relationship. All right, the other direction. And let's do like a tree in the wind. Let's rock back and forth. All right. Come to stillness and connect with the energy of the earth. Feels so good. So here's the biggest point. If something gave you bliss a couple of times, then you'll seek it over and over again, like an addiction. Oh, that sugar gave me a high. I want more of it, right? But it's external. The trick to getting one of the other tricks, in addition to everything else we talked about today, to get out of that feedback loop is to find bliss somewhere else in your life. You have the ability to find bliss in so many ways. It's like a video game, it's like a treasure hunt. It's like just look for the next gold coin. It might be under this rock over here. Ding, 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 ding. Like literally, you can create and find bliss everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. You can put on a song and dance. You can find that joy in your heart. You can connect with a beautiful person. Go out and hug a tree. Just find that bliss in other places. No one can stop you from having happiness. No one can steal your joy. It's an illusion. When you're around abusive people, it feels like they're stealing your joy. You don't have to be around them. Keep your joy. Find more joy through the foot massage that we're going to do right now. I'm going to close the door. Hold on. And sometimes finding joy means taking a nap, finding rest. So many of us don't rest enough. And then when we do, we're like, oh, that's what I needed. A little cat nap. Seriously, look at cats as your teachers. What do cats do to find their bliss? They just fall asleep. All right, we are going to massage our feet. Rotate each toe a few times in each direction. Pull the toe away from the foot. And just stop looking for that fix. Stop seeing how many likes a picture has. Stop, looking to see if someone in particular liked your post. Like that is all addictive behavior. Social media addictive behavior. I mean, it's okay to reward yourself. Like if I don't feel like editing a video, like I will literally sometimes buy myself some ice cream or something and be like, okay, I'm gonna make a deal with you. If you do this video, we're gonna get some ice cream. Like you can reward yourself in fun ways. Or you get to watch a movie if you get this done. All right. Push your toes back and rub the bottom of your feet. Or if you exercise, then I don't know. Just be good to yourself. And now rub in between your toes. Get yourself flowers. Men and women. We all deserve flowers. All right, rub around the ankle and then find the point under the knee on the inside of the leg, 3 or 4 fingers below, and hold that 20 seconds. Just understand the difference between something that matters and something that doesn't matter. All the feedback loops really don't matter as much as what comes from inside and what you feel you're meant to do with your life. You don't need that external validation. It's all inside. Okay, and then above the knee on the outside of the leg, 4 or 5 fingers above, find another acupressure point. Might not be 100% true branches, but probably a lot of them. Like I wouldn't want to eat lemon leaves, but I'll make a tea out of it. But it might be too intense to eat it. And brush down. All right. Rotate each toe a few times in each direction. Pull the toe away from the foot. And rotate the ankle in both directions. Pull the toes back and rub the bottom of the feet. And rub between your toes. And find a point on your foot somewhere and hold that for 20 seconds. Okay, then rub around the ankle and tap up and down. And go under the inside of the knee, about 4 fingers down. Hold that for 20 seconds. I guess getting out of the feedback loop is a lot about having good boundaries. Because when you have those boundaries, it's like discipline, then they're there to take care of you and to help protect you from the feedback loops, from the potential feedback loops. Let's bite. Relax the jaw. And above the knee on the outside of the leg, find a point. All right. Beautiful job, everyone. We've got just a few more minutes left of class. Does anyone have any questions or any requests, brush, or anything you want to share? Do you feel like this class was helpful for your feedback loops? Did it make it worse? Any revelations, any insights, any aha moments, any challenges? Was anything really hard for you? You're so quiet today, y'all. Hmm. All right, well, let's go ahead and optional bow out of class today, thanking the lineage holders, 谢谢 thanking all the teachers, 谢谢 filling our hearts with gratitude and compassion. We spread this out to the whole entire world. All right, beautiful people. I will see you Monday at 11:30 or Saturday 3 to 5 at Golden Drops Cafe in Atlanta, Georgia. Have a great one.